I am hyped for today, guys. We've got some bangers to check out, some that I don't even know what they look like. One of the best Jordan 1s that is shrouded in mystery. We'll get into all of that. You know what we're doing here today, guys. Let's get into it. Actually, first one, we don't need this knife. First one doesn't even have a box. It's that one peeking out where we go. That one right there. So yeah, this is one of my latest pickups, and I just briefly wanted to kind of remind you guys that these are actually dropping this weekend in the UK, so they still haven't released here, but I did get them early and I did do a review up on the channel if you want to see like these things in depth. This is a pair of dunks that you don't want to miss out on. One of the cleanest SBs that I think is going to drop this year. Now listen, obviously like the looks of it is completely subjective, but in terms of like details, materials, and the storytelling behind it, I think it is definitely one of the best. We're not going to spend too much time. Let's keep it moving. All right, so next one doesn't have a box either. We're tote bagging this one. This pair is from the eBay event that I went to over the weekend. Now this is not sponsored or anything, but if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I went to this eBay event that they held in London where it was called a swap 'em out event. And essentially people could buy tickets to this event and they bring an old pair of shoes worth I think £100 and you can swap it out for a pair of shoes that's worth up to £500. Either way, I did want to show you what I got because I thought it was just a pretty cool event in general. So I brought my Air Jordan 1 Union AJKOs. The canvas pair, I actually got a half size too big. Popped it out and I got this pair right here. You can see it still has my name on it there, and I'm sure you guys know what this shoe is. The Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navy. Tell me, is that not a W or what? I traded the AJKOs and I got a pair of Midnight Navy 4. And obviously if you guys have been around on the channel for a while, you know I do have a pair of Midnight Navies, but hey listen, I'm good with a double up. This is a very clean pair that I'm way more likely to wear this pair in the future rather than that pair of AJKOs. Not that that was a bad pair of shoes, but I would take these over them any day. All right, next up is a pair of shoes that I know where it's from, but I have no idea what this shoe is. So essentially you can see from the outside, this is a brand called No Two Ways. It's from a YouTuber called Calix. I'm sure you guys know. They've sent me a couple of their sneakers in the past and I've absolutely loved them. Now they've been kind of teasing on their Instagram that they've got this new model coming up. So that's what I'm hoping this pair of shoes is. Got an orange box. Sometimes their boxes actually dictate the colorways, so maybe it's an orange pair. It's slightly orange. This is the No Two Ways. I'm not even entirely sure what model this is. Wow, okay, so this is definitely different to the past models that I've received from them. This is more like a sock or runner vibe. It has the same midsole, which I really like. I love their midsoles. It's like super exaggerated, aggressive style. Something that I really like that they did is they added a whole bunch of cushioning around the ankle area. I know that they do drop on the 4th of April, I think, according to those cryptic posts that they've been making on Instagram. This is a sick launch colorway. Let me know what you think about these. This is the No Two Ways sneaker. Dope pair of shoes, and I think just what they're doing in terms of sneaker designs and the way that they're doing it for a pair of shoes created by a YouTuber or started by a YouTuber, I think this is something that I'm more than happy to get behind. I like the design as well. It's a sick pair of sneakers, so yeah, congrats guys. All right, we've got a couple more boxes and they look identical, so I'm not entirely sure which one is which, so again, we're gonna have to find out together. Ooh, okay, I know what one this is. Take a look at this retro Air Max box. As you can see that little logo in the corner there? You know what these are. Bam! They decked out the inside of this completely different to your standard. Damn! This is the Air Max 95 Cortez collaboration. This is the pink beam colorway or the pink ting colorway. I don't know what they called it on Nike sneakers, but yeah, this is kind of like the second colorway that dropped as part of this Cortez collaboration. There was the green one. I'm not entirely sure how these things dropped because the only release of these that I know of was Cortez's website and they did a Nike sneaker stash. Either way, out of the two colorways, this is definitely my personal favorite. I think it's definitely a cool colorway with just the very minimal kind of hits of pink with the embroidery on the Nike swoosh. You got the Cortez star over there and then the branding around here. And then you have the Air units, which are also in pink, and then the rest of this shoe is like very dark, like blacks and greens and navy. And then you've got the sock liner, which is all just camoed out. The only issue I could see with this pair of shoes is the noise they're gonna make when you walk, I think. And even underneath, they follow that camo print with the branding on it. Yeah, this is a dope colorway. As far as I'm aware, there's going to be one more, at least from all of the leaked images that we've seen. And that one is pretty much the same colorway as this, except all of this pink, I believe, is blue instead. Let me know what you think about these. Did you manage to pick up any of the colorways? Drop it down in the comments. Let's get into that last pair of Jordan. All right, last and certainly not least. In fact, this is probably the most hyped. I'm not entirely sure. This one's just shrouded in mystery. Let me show you guys this pair. These might be an exclusive pair of Jordans. There you go. So it's all blacked out, and you've got the Jordan Wings branding just over here on the top. I'm excited to see these things. Ever since I saw the leaks and rumors, I was like, I've got to grab these things. And then they just disappeared. The release just, we never saw it. Whew, damn. This is the Air Jordan 1 Low Tokyo Vintage, I believe they call these. How the hell are they gonna be putting materials like this on a non-OG cut pair of Jordan 1 Lows? What is going on here? They even come unlaced, which from my understanding, they don't normally do that with regular Jordan 1 Lows. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. But this is definitely a special pair. There's actually some really interesting details about them. Can you just appreciate that freaking colorway, man? The vintage UNC, the Union vibes on these things, man, these things are immaculate. This has got to be one of the cleanest Jordan 1 Lows I've seen in a long time. And just the fact that they added just abnormally good leather for this pair of shoes, or just materials in general. Like, take a look at the sock liner. Since when does a regular Jordan 1 Low have leather on the sock liner? You've got this super nice tumbled leather on the outside, which feels pretty decent. And then you've got really nice soft suede for the medial and lateral panels, and that kind of wraps around the pair of shoes. You've got the sailed out midsole to give it that vintage touch. So the mystery behind this pair of shoes is the fact that we saw leaked images, and they were kind of slated to drop, I believe, sometime last year. Like, I saw the first images for these things way back in the day, and then they kind of just disappeared into the background. And then recently they popped up this month, like a couple days ago. They had a launch on the 25th of March. They kind of launched, I think, exclusively in Tokyo. Jordan Brand opened their first store out there, and this pair of shoes was at that store launch, and there was some kind of release. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen to these things now. Are they going to get another release? Are these just going to stay an exclusive? If I get any more information about an actual release, I will update you guys. We do like sneaker updates every single week, so yeah, subscribe to the channel and I will keep you in the loop. I do want to know, guys, what do you think of the Jordan 1 Low UNC Vintage, or the Tokyo Vintage, whatever they're calling this pair of sneakers? It's a freaking clean one in my opinion. Let me know down in the comment section. But that's all the pairs I got for you today. Thank you guys so much for coming through and hanging out with me once again. I do just want to let you know, the most futuristic sneaker in the world, I did a video on it. Just click that one right there.
You are